Hi you guys, tonight I want to show you some eyeshadow tips, and also today I was showing you some colors, but I want to show you this 4 palette of colors that works great for any eye color. So it's a wonderful, I love this eye palette because it's great for a daytime look and it's really easy to turn it into a nighttime look too. So as I said, it'll go for any eye color. So blue eyes, green eyes, gray eyes, hazel eyes, brown eyes, any color you can think of. So the first thing, and as I show you, I'm going to show you a few little tips for doing your eyeshadow too. So our concealer is also an eyeshadow primer. It's very important to prime your eyes. One, that it's going to help your eyeshadow colors to, it's going to neutralize the redness, the darkness, the veininess that we have in our lids. It's also going to give a nice base so that your eye makeup will stay on longer. So I just put a light layer of the concealer on first. What I do like to do is to kind of set that, or I use my color that I'm going to take up to my brow to be my highlighter. I like to use that color. I mean, I could use it just up here for under my brow in this top part of my eye, but I actually like to use it, since it's such a light creamy color, I like to use it all over my eye to set that concealer and give me that silky smooth base. These eyeshadows are super highly pigmented, so they don't take very much and they last a long time. So now I'm going to take, and I'm going to show you different brushes. This is brush number 8, I believe. I need glasses, I can't see. It's the angled shadow brush, and I'm going to put that in this tan. And one of the things, and this is particularly important if you have hooded eyes, one of the things that's great to do is to create that transition color. This is irregardless of whether you have hooded eyes or not. You want that transition color that's going to help blend from your skin, or this brow part, into your color. So it's usually a light to medium kind of color, whether that, I mean, it could be orange, it could be a blue, it could be anything, but it's usually a lighter or neutral shade, really, that's going to help blend in the rest. Now I'm going to take this kind of, it's a brick brown, and I'm going to, and wherever you place your brush first is where the most color is going to be deposited. So again, as middle age, you don't want it to drag down too far. You want to keep that angle up here. So I'm going to put it, and you don't want to come really past your eyebrow. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to just kind of windshield wiper that across my eye, and then start some little circles. So I'm not going up, I'm going into my crease and a little above. Again, if you have hooded eyes, you want to stay a little above that, because otherwise when you open your eyes, it's going to disappear. And you want to do it with your eyes open so you can see where you're placing that color. Now I can keep building that up based on how much depth I want. And then I like to take the rest of that and just blend it into that outer part of my lid. So I'll show you that again on the other side. So I'm going to place the shadow up here first, windshield wiper it across, and then just blend it in and start pulling that in. So again, for hooded eyes, go up above your crease so that the color, all the color doesn't disappear when you open your eyes. The nice thing about this palette too, these are all matte shades, which again, if you have middle-aged skin, your eyelids start to get kind of crepey, and a shimmer is going to accentuate that. Now you can use a shimmer still on the lid, but you really wouldn't want to use it in the crease. I'm going to add just a little bit more color here. And actually, tonight's date night, so I am going to also smoky it up a little bit. So I'll show you how you can make that more into a night color too. So I'm just going to now dip it into this brown, and I'm just going to do that kind of in the corner. I usually make like a little V and then kind of circle that out. So you're drawing that kind of towards your lash line and up into that outer edge of the crease. The main thing is to make sure that you are blending. You don't want any harsh lines. Sometimes I'll take just a plain brush like this and just blend all of that outer edge. And so you can see when I open my eyes, it's still you can still see the color because I do have some hoodedness to my eyes. Now, what's really fun is to make this color, this part of your lid, really pop. And what I'm actually going to do is take my concealer and go over that inner third to half of my lid. It's going to give that, again, to neutralize that shade and give it something to pop. And then I'm going to take just a small brush and go back to that cream color and just pat that kind of on the lid. And it will kind of blend itself. So it can be a really, and I could take that and just blend that a little bit better if I wanted to, but this is a way to create a really fancy looking look, but in a really easy way. So then I would go, the nice thing about this palette too is I can use this as my liner. So normally I would tap this in water or in my setting spray, tap that in this dark brown color. And the nice thing about this is I can just tap that and just kind of stencil a thin line. If you have hooded eyes, you don't want to go too heavy-handed with your eyeliner because that's going to take up real estate of that little bit of lid that shows. And I'm just taking that and just kind of stenciling it across my eye. And if I have, particularly if I have it damp or I have it in setting spray, it's going to stay all day. The great thing about this brush too is you can use this, I mean, this really is a brow tamer brush. You can use that to, I've already kind of done my brows, but you can use that to fill in your brows. That flat angle is designed to just make little hair, make your strokes like little hairs. Okay, so you can see the dimension of that look. So using more than one color is really going to add some dimension. And then we want to just, well, I'm going to show you one more thing before I do lashes. The other thing you can do too to add some dimension and even smoky that up is take a small brush and just bring some of that, I'm using the brick brown, and bring that on under my eye. And that's going to add a lot more pop to it too. So you can see the difference already in that. I should have just stopped for one eye. Really let you see that difference. So that is going to add that, and it doesn't give you that heavy black line under your eyes. A lot of times for some, if you have really big eyes, that can be great and it can look really nice, and it, you know, and it is really can be appropriate with a smoky, really smoky look. But again, if you're middle-aged, you really don't want to get a real heavy look under there. You can stick with a lighter shade and maybe not even going all the way under, and it's going to give you a much more youthful look. So this is our fiber mascara. I like to kind of jiggle it at first and then bring it up my lashes. That is going to help add some thickness to my lashes. And so this has little fibers in it. It's just a one-step fiber mascara, so it's going to help build onto your lashes. It's all natural product, and I can just keep building my lashes longer and longer by going just the outer or the tips. Just keep building that kind of halfway up and on the tips. So I usually kind of let that dry and then go back and do it again. So, so a really fun, easy look. I hope that you found that helpful, found some tips in here that maybe you didn't know. As I look at this, what I would do is I'm going to go back and just blend that edge a little bit more. So really having that gradation of color and then making sure that you're blending out any harshness is going to give you that professional look. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned from this and found it helpful. These are great colors. I will post the names of the colors in the comments later after this video. So hope you're enjoying all this, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.